Malcolm X, a strong, independent black man who pushed to see his people succeed.
They got up there and picketed and demonstrated, and the white man took away all the workers, stopped to work. As someone said earlier this afternoon, they're still being paid and the hospital is not going up. Your money, the money you pay out in taxes.
The words of a wise man who wanted to see his people succeed. Malcolm X, born Malcolm Little and called El-Hajj Malik el-Shabazz by many, entered the world on May 19, 1925. At an early age, Malcolm became an orphan after his father was killed when he was 6 and his mother placed into a mental hospital when he was 13. He moved back and forth within the system to a series of foster homes.
He's so naive. He actually expected that African to tell him that he was one. And the one who so faithfully told Bob.
Prison was certainly a crucial learning period in Malcolm's life. In 1946, at age 20, young Malcolm was incarcerated for larceny and breaking and entering. It was here where he became a member of the Nation of Islam and studied behind Islamic teachings. When released from prison on parole in 1952, Malcolm became a large leader within the organization. He spoke in front of large crowds, promoting what the organization was about, especially its free drug rehabilitation program. The nation itself promoted black supremacy and advocated the separation of black and white Americans. Malcolm had a particularly different view than many African Americans at this time. He rejected the civil rights movement because it included integration between blacks and whites. He believed that everything should stay separate. By 1964, after being a strong advocate behind the group, Malcolm X started becoming not so fond of the Nation of Islam and its leader Elijah Muhammad. He then went on to study Sunni Islam and traveled to see the world in the Middle East and Africa. While away, he completed the Hajj and founded the Muslim Mosque Incorporated and the Organization for Afro-American Unity. He pushed for strong black self-determination and for them to stand up for their rights. He also established the Pan-Africanism movement. Malcolm had a devoted family with his wife Betty Shabazz, and they had 6 children. In February 1965, Malcolm X was assassinated by 3 members of the Nation of Islam. They were angered by the words Malcolm was preaching about the group. Malcolm X now lays in peace in Ferncliff Cemetery in Hartsdale, New York. Malcolm X may not have been a direct influence in the history of government, but he certainly has influenced many lives of those in the civil rights area. He should be one of the topics of study when learning about African American history.
Isn't that what they said? So the people who are black don't want to get together because they don't want segregation. And see, the man is tricky, brothers and sisters. I mean, man is tricky. He's a master of trick. And if you don't realize how tricky he is,